What's going on, everybody? Mountain Goat here. As promised, I'll be doing a gear review today of the Astral TR1 Junction, men and women's. My wife and I both have a pair of these. I've had them for maybe 6 months for mine, and my wife's had them a month or two, so she hadn't had as much time in them as I have, but I think I can give you my good opinion about them. Okay, before I start this, Astral does not pay me, does not tell me to say certain things. This is just a real world review from a consumer. Okay, so a little history on Astral. Astral actually makes whitewater PFDs. That's kind of their bread and butter. They also make dog beds, and they jumped into the shoe world a few years back with their first shoe, the Astral Brewer, which was designed for whitewater kayakers. All right, so here is the TR1 Junction, the men's, okay? Probably noticed this is a minimalist style hiker, probably best for spring, summertime, and early fall. It's not a very insulated shoe, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But the outsole was the first thing I noticed when I put these shoes on. It's called their G15 outsole, and it's extremely sticky. I noticed when this thing got damp, it actually acted like suction cups to rocks and flat surfaces, which comes in real handy in the North Carolina mountains because it's subtropical, it's pretty wet most of the time, a lot of slick rocks. Another thing, this is probably the most comfortable hiking shoe I've ever had. I've had Merrells, Keens, various other kinds, Timberlands a long time ago before I knew really anything about hiking shoes. This is by far the most comfortable shoe for hiking I've ever had. It is, like I said, it is a minimalist style shoe, so it actually has a dropped heel. The canvas is actually kind of thin, but it's extremely comfortable. One thing about the fabric, that everyone needs to know, this is not a waterproof shoe. It is designed to drain water quickly, okay? So it does not have any kind of tendencies to repel water a whole lot other than on this upper canvas here. The mesh here, water drops right into it. So if that's something that bothers you, then obviously this is not the shoe for you. I love them for the fact that it drains water fast, okay? So you got 3 large drain holes in the front of these, okay? Which you just tip your toe and it dumps out. It's also got weep holes on the sides, both sides. The insole also has multiple holes in it for draining, okay? So it dries very, very quick. I jumped into a river off cliff 2 weeks ago, and my feet were dry again within 20 minutes. Another nice feature that Astral's done is they've treated their insole with Polygiene. So this prevents the shoe from stinking. We all know hiking shoes can smell horrible, from being wet and sweaty to drying again to walking in all kinds of muck. They usually stink pretty bad. Well, these shoes for 6 months have no stench at all. Another thing when you get into the box is that Astral supplies 2 color laces, just for a little flair. If you want to be cool like me and rock the red ones, you can do so, or they have brown, or whichever color Astral you choose. They usually put 2 sets of laces in there, okay? So there's the men's, and here's my wife's, okay? It's a little bit different. Nice feminine look to them. Same features, same G15 sticky outsole, same kind of insole, same weep holes. The only difference is like the side right here, instead of being canvas, is actually that hydrophobic mesh. But generally the same shoe. She loves them. Same kind of thing. It's got the dropped heel, minimalist style hiking shoe. I really don't think anyone can go wrong with these shoes. Other than if you want a solid waterproof shoe, these are not it. These are spring, summer, early fall type shoes. Well, there you have it, folks. TR1 Junction, men's and women's. I hope you found this review helpful or useful. If you don't mind, like and subscribe. We'll be doing more reviews on these shoes at a later date. I will be interested to see how long this soft G15 outsole actually lasts. You know, soft rubber, who knows? Maybe it'll last a couple years. We'll see. See ya.